Hello there. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Handstand Dan. Glad to have you joining me here today on your mat. For today, we have a beautiful little beginner-friendly yoga flow. But don't worry, this is all levels welcome, whether it's your first time ever practicing, placing your butt down on your mat, or it's your 1000th time and you're here for just a nice simple flow. Welcome in. Thanks for joining me. Why don't we get this thing started, shall we? Uh, Before we get moving, now I would suggest having a yoga block, maybe even two. If you don't have a yoga block, it's okay. You can use variations. Maybe you have a foam roller or you have a water bottle. You're gonna just be using it to place your hands down for some weight later on. Don't worry, we'll get to that later. Anyway, to start off, we're going to start in a seated position on your mat today. Just crisscross your legs and bring your palms onto your knees. Option to shut down your eyes if you'd like. Try to keep your spine nice and tall. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let it fall. On this next inhale, start to fill your belly up. So inhale, breathe it in through the nose, fill your belly up. And then inhale, filling up through the chest. Hold at the top for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale it out. One more time like that. Inhale, fill up the belly. Then start to fill up the chest. Hold it at the top for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale out. Ujjayi breath, seal the lips closed. Inhales and exhales through your nose. Feel free to start to take some neck circles here, rolling out the neck in one direction a few times. And then we'll take it in the opposite direction. Head will come back to neutral. Then open up the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. And then exhale, let them fall. 2 more times like that. Inhale, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, collapse. 1 more time. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, release. Option to flutter your eyes open. Reach your hands up towards the sky. And as you exhale, twist over to your right. Left hand will go to right knee. As your right hand reaches to the back of the mat, twisting over. So keep your spine nice and tall. Try to bring your gaze over your back shoulder. Inhales to help you create length in your spine. Exhales to twist just a little bit deeper. Feeling this twist from your torso, not necessarily from the hips here. Inhale will bring you back to center. Exhale will take you over to the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. This practice is as simple as that. More important than any of the postures is your breath. Inhale, return to center. Hands will come onto the knees. And as you exhale, just going to lower the chest down, bend through your left elbow, work your way tick-tocking over to the left, bending through the right. Just kind of taking a little torso rotation here. And then after 1 more, we'll take it to the other side. So going over to the left, down and around. Bring it around town. All right. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, breathe it out. Keep your spine tall. With an inhale, cow pose. So press your belly forward. Gaze maybe goes up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, cat pose around through your back, chin to chest. Inhales for cow. Exhales for cat. Continue to flow through these on your own. Just breathe. 2 more. Biggest cat-cow yet. Inhale. Exhale, round through the back. Right, now slowly release down your legs, or release your legs long, coming onto the sit bones. Legs are out in front of you. Actually, I'm going to face the other direction. When you're ready, arms will lift up high. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. So treat this like a standing fold. We want a nice soft bend in the knees here. We're looking for your stomach and thighs to connect so we can increase the length in your lower back. With straight legs, it's more just getting into the hamstrings than the low back. So let's keep the knees bent. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can start to wiggle the feet out just a little bit further. Inhale, slowly lift the chest up. As you exhale, reach your arms forward as slow as you can go. Lower down onto your back. Making your way into a happy baby pose. So soles of the feet will come on up. Arms go onto the inside of your legs. Hands can grab your ankles, or maybe they grab the pinky side edges of your feet. Just think about a happy baby grabbing their feet. Press your low back into the mat. From there, you could sway a little bit side to side. Maybe the legs straighten up. Or you can option to straddle your legs out nice and wide to get an inner groin stretch. All right, slowly bring those knees into center. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, supine twist. Knees will go over to the left as your gaze goes over to the right. Have your bottom hip connected to the earth as well as your two shoulders. Keeping that spine nice and long with your breath in. Exhales to get you a little bit deeper. Inhale, return your knees to center. Exhale, taking it over to the other side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, return the knees to center. Hug the knees in, wrap your arms around the thighs. Rock and roll up to your table top pose. So take a few rocks, take a few rolls, get that spine nice and loosened up. And then you'll crisscross at the ankles. Bring the knees in. Knees come down, coming onto the hands and your knees. As we get there, finding a couple cat-cows. Inhale, lower the belly, gaze out in front. Then exhale, cat pose around through the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Let's take 3 more. Returning to a neutral tabletop. Now take your right foot, step it to the back of your mat so the heel is high. Just going to flex through the heel, so press it back and then go forward. Back and forth. Get into your calf muscle, a little bit of your hammy. Beautiful. Now take the right leg, lift it on up. So the hands are planted firmly down. Try to have your lower belly from pressing downwards. Keep it nice and tucked in towards the ribs. Take a deep breath in. Start to pulse out your right thigh. So flex the toes behind you and pulse the thigh for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your left hand planted where it is. Inhale, modified side plank. Your right foot will connect down. Right arm lifts up high towards the ceiling. Now, option to keep your right foot where it is, or maybe you take the right leg, find your balance, and lift it up. So we're taking the right hip, directly over your left hip. Right hand is over the left hand. Trying to squeeze through your thigh to help open up the hip, so drive the heel back, flex the toes towards the right. Take a breath in. As you exhale, plant your right hand down. Step your right foot in between your hands. Modified Crescent Pose. Arms sweep up overhead. So make sure that your front knee isn't draping over your toes, but instead is stacked directly over the ankle. Your right hip pulls back as your left hip presses forward. Pull the belly in. Arms sweep up. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, goal post your arms. Open up your chest to the ceiling. Nice little back bend. Inhale, return the arms high. Exhale, hands come down. Half splits. Front leg straightens, toes flex towards your face. Two more breaths. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant the hands down, release the foot back down to the earth. Tuck your left toes under, lift your left knee, step your left foot up for a forward fold. Soft bend in the knees here, looking for that stomach to thigh connection. Hands can go on the floor. You can have your hands go behind your back, elbows wide. Maybe you take a little shoulder engagement or shoulder interlace your fingers behind your back and reach the shoulders up. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling, getting a nice shoulder lengthener. Hands will come back down to the floor. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. So slowly, one vertebrae rising on up to a standing position. Once you get here, you're going to take a nice shrug of the shoulders. So inhale, shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll them back down. Two more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. One last time, lift up. Lower down. Right arms reach up. Breath in. Press through all four corners of your feet here. As you exhale, swan dive forward, fold down. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank, exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, knees, then knees lower down, then chest lowers down to the floor. Maybe chin, so you kind of look awkward here. It looks like an inchworm. Your butt is sticking up. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, lower your belly down, Sphinx Pose. So, forearms are going to come down. You're creating a number 11 with your forearms. Meanwhile, the chest is staying lifted, reaching it open towards the ceiling. Now, the forearms are not coming closer together, but imagine that you're trying to squeeze those elbows closer together. And then find a thigh engagement here. So squeeze through your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, return your forehead down. Child's pose. Sink your hips on back to your heels. So toes to touch, knees out wide. Forehead rests down. Just remember that this posture will always be here for you if you need to take a break. Feel free to come back to it at any point in time. All you have to do throughout this practice is breathe. Inhale, coming to a neutral tabletop. And exhale, taking the left foot to the back of the mat, pressing the heel back and forth. Beautiful. Now with an inhale, left leg will lift off of the mat. Toes will point towards the back wall. And just start to flex the leg up and down, taking little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand is down. Shift weight over to the right hand. Lift your left arm. Maybe the left leg lift. Modified side plank. Left toes are pointing towards the left wall. Stack the hips. Breathe in. Find your balance. It's okay if you fall out of any of these postures. We all fall out from time to time. You just got to get back up into it. That's what life is all about. Take a breath in. Exhale the left hand down. Step your foot through. Modified crescent pose. Sweep your arms up. So really pressing through that back edge of your foot here. Pressing it into the earth. Right hip presses forward. Left hip pulls back. Arms are up. Pinkies spiral inwards. So really knit the ribs in towards the spine. Take an inhale. Exhale, gold post the arms back, bend. Inhale, return the arms high. Exhale, the hands come down, straighten through the front leg, so flex your toes. Maybe you bump the hips back here to get into your half splits. Two more breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale it out. Plant the left foot back down. Right toes tuck under. Right knee lifts. Step your right foot to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Now take a soft bend in your left knee. And your left hand is down while your right arm reaches for the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, return the right hand down. Switching it out. Right knee bends, left leg straightens, left arm high. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. Taking it one more time on each side. Inhale, left knee bends, right arm high. And exhale, bring it down, switch it out one more time. Right knee bends. Left palm plants back down. Inhale, mountain pose. Come on up to rise. Arms will reach up all the way up overhead. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, right hand down, left arm to extend over, standing half moon. Feeling a nice side body stretch. Opening up your lats and your serratus anterior muscles. Inhale back up high, both arms high. Exhale, left hand down, right arm over. Breathe and reach. Inhale the palms up high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank, exhale, flowing through our chaturanga. So we'll lower down halfway to an upward facing dog. Open up the chest. If you need to bring the knees down, that's okay. What we're looking for in an up dog, I want you to hold that and breathe, is that your feet here are flipped. Your legs can be on the mat, but if you can, I want you to try and squeeze your thighs to elevate them off the mat. Meanwhile, the hips press forward and your chest opens up nice and wide. So draw those shoulder blades back towards each other. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, down dog. Hike your hips up high to the sky. Right. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. What we're looking for in down dog is to straighten through your arms. Reach your thigh bones towards the ceiling. Press your chest towards your thighs. Now, it's okay if your heels are all the way up here. You don't necessarily have to get them down to the earth. That's not our point of focus. If you need to softly bend through your knees, that's always an option. Take what works for your body. Listen to what it's telling you today. Now, inhale your right leg up high to the sky. Three-legged dog. Drive the heel high. Flex the toes down. Now, as you exhale, lizard lunge, step your foot outside of your right hand. Feel free to keep your back knee lifted, or you can lower it down. You can rock back and forth if you'd like. Just take what works for your body today. Then I'm going to give you the option here, not a necessity, but crooked monkey. Left knee will come down to the earth. Your left heel comes towards your glute as your right arm reaches around to get a hold of your foot. You're pulling the foot in towards the thigh to stretch your quad muscle out. For 3, for 2, for 1, release your hand and foot back down. Listen carefully. Tuck your left toes under. Lift your left knee. Yogi Squat. Step your left foot outside of your left hand. Hands are together. Chest is lifted here. Sinking low. Now you might have your heels off of the mat, which just means you have some tight hamstrings. That's okay. Something to work on for future videos. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, plant the palms down, forward fold. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Halfway lift, inhale. Then bring your feet to touch. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, mountain pose. Come on up to rise. From your mountain pose, as you exhale, chair pose. Soft bend in your knees, weight in your heels. Arms reach up. Breathe. I want you to be able to wiggle your toes off the mat. You're far back on your heels. And then check your knees. If you can't see your feet or your toes, if your knees are blocking the vision, that just means that the knees are too far forward. So maybe you bump them back an inch or two. Belly presses in. Tailbone tries to lengthen down. 3 breaths in. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Give me one last inhale. Exhale it out. Now as you inhale, right leg shifting over to the right foot. Lift your left leg up. Step it to the back of the mat. High crescent lunge. So we're making sure, a lot of people like to straighten through the front leg. Make sure that the front knee is stacked over the ankle. So we're taking a bend to strengthen through your quad muscle. Meanwhile, the left heel is trying to stack over the toes. Arms are up. Belly presses in. Take a breath in. Exhale, goal post the arms back, bend, open the chest. Inhale, return the arms high. Exhale, warrior 2, open up your hips. Arms reach away at shoulder height. Ground down by pressing through the outer edge of your left foot. Gaze over your front hand. Strong arms here. I should not be able to move your arms up or down. Now flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in your front knee. Reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Open up your side body. And as we exhale, triangle pose. Straighten through the legs. Tick-tock the arms to 6. Right hand down at 6. Left arm up at 12. Now you can always use a block here if you need to. Placing your right hand onto the block. Keeping that left arm pressing towards the ceiling. Squeeze the thighs as if you can press them closer together. Open up your hips towards the left. Take an inhale. As you exhale, revolved pyramid. So left hand will go down, maybe where the block is. Right arm will reach up towards the ceiling. Ooh, breathe in. So you can have a soft bend in your front knee here, but try to straighten through the legs. Lift the right arm high. Take an inhale. Now as you exhale, pyramid pose. Keep your legs the same. Bring both hands down. Now this is where 2 blocks can come in handy. You can place both of your hands on the blocks. Your goal isn't to just get the hands down to the floor. Straight legs. Chest drapes forward. Breathe in. Rest your chest over your front thigh. Relax the tension in your head and in your neck. Beautiful. Now, low lunge, softly bend through your front knee. And then right foot steps back to meet the left foot. High to low plank. Upward facing dog with your inhale. And a downward facing dog with your exhale. Beautiful job. All right, taking a moment here, sinking just a little bit into that down dog. Maybe those heels try to go lower towards the earth. Then inhale your left leg up high. Heel high, toes flex down to activate that side glute muscle. Then exhale, lizard lunge, step your foot outside of your hand. Whatever variation you took on the other side, even it out. Maybe you placed your left hand on your knee and pulled the knee out or pressed the knee out. And if you want to take that option for crooked monkey, right knee will go down, heel towards the glute. Left arm reaches around to grab hold of the foot to take your quad stretch. For 3, for 2, for 1. Hand and foot release back down. Right toes tuck under, right knee lifts. Yogi Squat. Step your right hand outside your right foot. This time, create 2 fists. Press the fists together. Open up those hips nice and wide. Feel free to sway a little bit side to side if you like. Getting into those hips. Keep your chest from dumping forward. Keep it nice and lifted here. For 4, 3, take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, lift the hips. Halfway lift, inhale. Ragdoll, forward fold. Opposite arm over opposite elbow. Feel free to sway a little bit side to side. Right. Release the palms down to the earth. Bring your feet to touch. Then inhale, slowly rise up to your mountain pose. And with your exhale, chair pose. Sink weight into those heels. Bend through the knees. Tailbone lengthens down. Finding 3 Ujjayi breaths. Seal your lips closed. Inhale, fill up. Exhale through the nose. Maybe you sink an inch lower. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Last breath in. Exhale it out. Now grounding down through the left foot. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Steps to the back of the mat. High crescent lunge. Arms are up. Deep breath in. So belly's in. Front knee over the ankle. Squeeze through the quad muscle. Pinky spiral inwards. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, goalpost the arms, back bend. Inhale, back up high. Exhale, warrior 2. Arms reach away. I should not be able to move your arms up or down. Front knee helps open up towards the pinky side edge of your foot to get those hips nice and opened. Gaze over the front hand, flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm to the ceiling. Open up your side body. Exhale, triangle pose. Straighten the legs. Left hand down, right arm high. Feel free to use a block. So your left heel is pointed directly at your right heel. Your hips open up towards the right. Your right arm reaches for the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, revolve, triangle. Right hand replaces the left. Left arm reaches for the ceiling. Squeeze through your thighs. Deep breath in. Exhale, pyramid pose. Release both hands towards the floor. Remember, they don't necessarily have to connect to the earth. It's not our main purpose. Keep the legs straight. Squeeze through your thighs. Release the tension in your neck. Relax those shoulders. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot is back. Low lunge. Bend through your front knee. Left foot steps back. Flow through your vinyasa. Right. Come on down to your hands and your knees. We're going to work into puppy pose. So it's just like our child's pose, except we're going to keep those hips glued to the sky. So start to reach your arms forward. Lower your forehead down. If you'd like to go deeper, you can try and bring your chin down instead of the forehead. Maybe the chest even connects down. As you inhale, slowly return to a tabletop pose. And we're going to work into a little hero pose, getting into your quad muscles. So you're going to come to sitting on your knees. I like to have the knees out slightly wider than the hips. So I'll face towards you for demonstration. Sitting on the knees, we're trying to lower our back all the way to the earth behind us. We can use our hands though here. So hands come next to the hips. Start to lean the chest back. Maybe this is your limit. All good if it is, no judgments. Maybe you can work your way onto your forearms. Or maybe you can go all the way down. Find where your limit is today and breathe into it. You might start to notice when you start to think a lot in these poses, that's when we stop breathing. So allow yourself to take your inhales and your exhales. Maybe the inhales are just as long as the exhales, coming back to the present moment. Give me 2 more breaths in. Final inhale and exhale. Hands come down. Chest will slowly return back up. Working your way onto your sit bones. Take your legs out nice and wide for a little straddle. Take them to your width where you're comfortable. So you're going to keep a pada bandha in your feet, which means that you're trying to continuously press the heels out away from you and take the toes, flex them towards you. So with your inhale, lift your arms up. And with your exhale, start to fold your chest forward. So maybe the hands come down from here. This is basically my limit. But another option, if you'd like, hands can wrap around the big toes. Once there, maybe you just start to pull the chest forward. Take what works for your body. Your hour, your practice. Just breathe. Take one more breath in and a breath out. Slowly rise your chest up. We're going to butterfly the feet, so feet will come to touch. If you want to get deeper into a stretch, a hip stretch, you can bring the feet closer. If you want a little bit softer, you can bring the feet out a little bit or a little bit further away from you. Going to take your hands, wrap them around your foot, your ankle, whatever works for you. Take an inhale to lift and an exhale to fold. I like to press the elbows down into the knees to get a little bit deeper into your inner hip area. Your psoas muscle, your vastus medialis. Try not to hunch your your shoulders in towards your ears. Relax them down. For 4. Maybe get a little bit deeper for 3. For 2. And 1. Slowly return up. Right, then lowering all the way down onto your backs. Coming into a little bridge pose, so feet are going to plant down close to your sit bones. And when you're ready, inhale, lift your hips up, bridge pose. So you're squeezing through the glutes and the hamstrings here, pressing the belly in towards the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's take 3 inhales. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, press higher. Deep breath in. Exhale to press higher. 1 more breath in. Exhale, press up as high as you can and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Bring your right shin across your left knee. Now there's a hole in between your legs. Your right arm will thread through the hole. We're interlacing the fingers around the thigh or your left knee, pulling it in towards the chest. This is our modified half pigeon pose. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Take one last inhale. Then exhale. Keep your legs as they are. Release your left foot down to the earth. Supine twist. Your knees will stay the same. We're going to rotate the hips over to the left. So imagine that your right foot is staying where it is and it can connect down to the earth. And then your gaze goes over to the right. This is a variation of a supine twist. If there's any other variation you'd like to take, feel free to do you, boo. Right, inhale slowly. Keep the legs as they are. Return them back to center. Taking your right hand to the outer edge of your right foot, half happy baby. So you're pressing your low back into the mat, pressing the knee down towards the earth. Feel free if you'd like to stay right where you are, or if you want a little bit of a hamstring stretch, as you inhale, take your right leg, lengthen it out, and then with your exhale, bring it back to half happy baby. Another option is if you want to keep your left foot down, you can. You can lengthen it out, whatever works for you. You do you here. All right, slowly take the right leg, plant it back down to the earth. Beautiful. Then we're going to take your left shin, bring it in and over across the right knee. Left arm will thread through, grab hold of the knee, and pull it on in. All right, slowly release your hands. The feet will stay the same. The right leg will come down. Take your deep breath in. As you exhale, hips will go over towards the right, so left foot will connect down to the earth as your gaze goes over your left shoulder. Keep the legs as they are. Return your legs back to center. Left hand will grab a hold of the left foot. Half happy baby. Taking the same option as the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. Take one more breath in and breath out. And as you inhale, full happy baby pose to end things off. Grab hold of the outer edges of your feet, arms are on the inside of your legs. Press that low back into the earth. Take one more final breath in. As you exhale, squeeze the knees in towards the chest, arms wrap around the thighs, forehead to knee, tight like a little ball, crunching it all into the center line of your body. Breathe it all in. Then exhale, expand, open. Starfish out, coming into your Shavasana Pose. Eyes shut down, tongue is removed from the roof of your mouth. We take Shavasana to practice a moment of self-reflection, coming back to the present moment. Take notice of where you are at today. It's okay, whatever emotion you're feeling, you're only human. slowly start to reawaken your breath. Maybe give your fingers and your toes a little wiggle. And with a big breath in, taking a good morning stretch, reaching the arms and legs out long in opposite directions. And with an exhale, hug the knees on into the chest. Rock on up to a seated position on your mat, facing any direction you like. And crisscross the legs. Bring your palms together at heart center. You know, living through troubling times, sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. It feels so heavy sometimes. But just remember, in order for the world to be the way that you want it to be, you have to be what you want to be, if that makes sense. So be the light, the love, the change that you want to see in this world. Don't worry about how somebody else might see it, how they might treat you. For if they treat you poorly, it's merely a reflection of them, not of you. So with that being said, thank you so very much for joining me. We bow and say, Namaste. As always, don't forget to drop a like if you can. I would help the channel grow. And subscribe if you'd like to see any more of my videos. I put up new videos twice a week. Sometimes beginner, most of the time powerful flows, but they're all on there. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.